You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work. The key to happiness is the reduction of desires. Those whose minds are established in equality of vision conquer the cycle of birth and death in this very life. They possess the flawless qualities of God and are therefore seated in the absolute truth. If you want to see the brave, look at those who can forgive. As a mirror is obscured by dust, so the intellect is obscured by anger. It is much better to execute one's own duties imperfectly than to learn the responsibilities of another. As the air carries fragrance from place to place, so does the embodied soul carry the mind and senses with it when it leaves an old body and enters a new one. Man is the slave of money, but money is no man's slave. Failure is when you accept it, otherwise, it's just another obstacle. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I knew whatever it was that I was looking for was real. Time is the beginning and the end. No one that does good work will ever come to a terrible ending, either in the world to come. Delusion arises from anger. The mind is bewildered by delusion. The mind acts like an enemy for those who do not control it. Fear not. What is not real never was and never will be. What's true always was and cannot be destroyed. If you perform the sacrifice of doing your duty, you do not have to do anything else. Devoted to duty, man attains perfection. The consciousness of the individual soul is prone to be forgetful, but the consciousness of the Supreme is all knowledge. I want to forget you, but then realize that moving on also means accepting that some memories will stay forever. Seek refuge in the attitude of detachment and you will amass the wealth of spiritual awareness. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Always follow your inner self and do what it says. Among all kinds of killers, time is the ultimate because time kills everything. There are 3 gates to self-destruction and hell: lust, anger and greed. Good work is never wasted, always rewarded by God. Don't be proud of what you have. You can't bring your belongings with your coffin. Live your life the way you want. Don't be a slave to others' wishes. God does not involve himself in the sinful or virtuous deeds of anyone. The living entities are deluded because their inner knowledge is covered by ignorance. Perform your obligatory duty, because the action is indeed better than inaction. Creation is only the projection into the form of that which already exists. The real sign of weakness in anyone is yielding to dualities and running away from their overriding duty of the moment. He who has no attachments can really love others, for his love is pure and divine. Develop the right attitude towards your job and even the most mundane work, becomes a source of joy. It is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfection. Perform all thy actions with mind concentrated on the divine, renouncing attachment, and looking upon success and failure with an equal eye. Spirituality implies equanimity. I look upon all creatures equally, none are less dear to me and none dearer. But those who worship me with love live in me, and I come to life in them. Wrong thinking is the only problem in life. Selflessness is the only way to progress and prosperity. Death is as sure for that which is born as birth is for that which is dead. Therefore grieve not for what is inevitable. There are two primary choices in life: to accept conditions as they exist, or accept responsibility for changing them. No one should abandon duties because he sees defects in them. Every action, every activity is surrounded by defects as a fire is surrounded by smoke. Whenever you feel unloved, unimportant or insecure, remember to whom you belong. Reshape yourself through the power of your will. Never let yourself be degraded by self-will. The will is the only friend of the self, and the will is the only enemy of the self. Don't misunderstand everything. Be calm and thinks logically. It's your suspicious mind that disturbing you, not others. All works are being done by the energy and power of nature, but due to the delusion of ego, people assume themselves to be the doer. If you think he is not answering your prayers, just remember he feels your pain. The fire of knowledge burns all karmas to ashes. Because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. Listen to your heart and take decisions. Don't be confused by other advice. Your heart voice is my voice. Hell has 3 gates: lust, anger and greed. Why do you worry unnecessarily? Whom do you fear? Who can kill you? The soul is neither born nor dies.